Okay, hello everybody. So we are now continuing with the water and its treatment, and we are now in the lecture 4 of this topic. Now we are now dealing with Unit 1B of Engineering Chemistry. Now, in the previous lecture, we were dealing with the lime soda process. Now, before I go to this calculations and the numericals based on the lime soda process, let me explain to you the basic principle of the lime soda process. It is nothing but the addition of lime and soda to produce the insoluble precipitates of calcium and magnesium salts. Now we know that the calcium and magnesium salts are responsible for hardness, and there are two types of hardness. One is the temporary hardness, another is the permanent hardness, and both temporary and permanent hardness is because of the presence of the soluble salts of calcium and magnesium. Now, like the calcium bicarbonate, the magnesium bicarbonate, the calcium chloride, the calcium sulfate, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate. Now, all these salts, they are in the dissolved state. So, the primary principle of the lime soda process is to add lime or soda or both so as to facilitate precipitation of the soluble calcium and the magnesium salts. So we have discussed in the previous lecture what are the reactions that occur as a result of the addition of either lime or soda or both. Now, when the constituent present in water is calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate, we require only lime for the total precipitation of the calcium bicarbonate and the magnesium bicarbonate. Now, we have already discussed that when calcium bicarbonate is present, by the addition of lime, we get the precipitate as calcium carbonate. Now, when magnesium bicarbonate is present in our water sample, then by the addition of lime, we require the precipitates formed are two precipitates are formed. One is the magnesium hydroxide, another is the calcium carbonate. Now, similarly, when magnesium ions are present in water, so that means besides magnesium bicarbonate, the magnesium ions can be present in the form of magnesium chloride or magnesium sulfate. Now, when magnesium ions are present in water, we require the 1 mole of lime and 1 mole of soda for the complete removal of the magnesium salts from the water. So that means we require 1 mole of lime and 1 mole of soda. Whereas in the case of calcium ions, when calcium ions are present in our water, that means in the form of calcium chloride or calcium sulfate, we require only 1 mole of soda. We do not require 1 mole of lime for the complete elimination of the calcium ions. Now, you must remember the chemical reactions that are taking place. That means you must remember what is the number of moles of lime or soda or both that are required when a particular substituent is present in water. So the reactions that were given in the previous lecture that will help you in solving the various numericals related to the lime soda process. So let us in this slide see what are the formulas that have to be kept in mind before we start solving the numericals. So here you can see that it's written here calculation for lime soda requirement. That means how much amount of lime or soda is required to remove the hardness present in our water sample. The formula is that lime requirement is equal to molecular weight of lime divided by molecular weight of calcium carbonate into hardness of the sample that is present in ppm into the volume of water in liters. So that means how much volume of water has to be treated and how much lime is required. So that this is the formula. Similarly, the soda requirement is molecular weight of soda. Soda is nothing but sodium carbonate and lime is nothing but calcium hydroxide. So molecular weight of soda divided by molecular weight of calcium carbonate into hardness in ppm and into volume of the water to be treated in liters. So here molecular weight of lime is 74 and molecular weight of soda is 106. So now let us start solving the numericals. The first numerical based on the lime soda process is calculate the amount of lime required for softening of 5000 liter of hard water containing 72 ppm of magnesium sulfate. So that means this question says that our hard water sample is the volume of hard water sample to be treated is 5000 liters, and this hard water is containing 72 ppm of magnesium sulfate. So we very well know that magnesium sulfate is a hardness causing substance, and the total hardness of this sample water is 72 ppm. It nothing but means that 72 milligrams per liter of magnesium sulfate is present in our hard water sample. So we have to find out the amount of lime required to soften this hard water. So we are going to use the formula, that is first, before we use the formula that has been given in the previous slide. Now this is the we have to find out the amount of lime. So that means the amount of lime required is molecular weight of lime, that is 74, divided by molecular weight of calcium carbonate. We know that the molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100. So it is 74 divided by 100 into the hardness in ppm into the volume of the water, that is liters. So that means the we come back to the numerical. The volume of water is 5000 liters, and in this hardness in ppm, we have to calculate the or convert the magnesium sulfate hardness into calcium carbonate equivalent. So that means 72 ppm of magnesium sulfate is equal to 72 into 100 divided by 120. The molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100 and the molecular weight of magnesium sulfate is 120. So 72 into 100 divided by 120, that is coming out to be 60 ppm of calcium carbonate equivalent. So this is a very important thing that you have to remember before you calculate the amount of lime required. So now lime requirement is 74, that is the molecular weight of the lime is 74, molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100. So 74 divided by 100 into the hardness of the water sample, that is 60 ppm of calcium carbonate equivalent, that into 60 and into the volume of water treated, that is 5000 liters. So that means the total amount of lime requirement is 222 grams. Now the second numerical is calculate the amount of lime required for softening 50,000 liter of hard water containing magnesium bicarbonate as 144 ppm, calcium bicarbonate as 25 ppm, magnesium chloride is 95 ppm, calcium chloride is 111 ppm, ferrous oxide is 25 ppm, and sodium sulfate is 15 ppm. Now we know that Fe2O3 and Na2SO4, they do not produce hardness, so these we are not going to be considered while solving this numerical. Now let us see the reactions that will take place when we add lime or soda or both. Now we know that our constituent present is magnesium bicarbonate, and when magnesium bicarbonate is present in our water sample, we require 2 moles of lime, as we have discussed in the previous lecture. So 2 moles of lime will convert magnesium bicarbonate to 2 insoluble precipitates. One is magnesium hydroxide, another is calcium carbonate. And calcium bicarbonate, when it is present in the water sample, we require 1 mole of lime, so it will get converted to calcium carbonate insoluble precipitate. Now the third constituent present is calcium chloride. Now calcium chloride will we require 1 mole of soda for complete elimination of calcium chloride, and the precipitate formed is calcium carbonate. Now in the case of magnesium chloride, we require 1 mole of lime and 1 mole of soda for the complete elimination of the magnesium ions, and the precipitates that are formed as magnesium hydroxide and calcium carbonate. But in our numerical, we are required to calculate only the amount of lime. So that means in the case of calcium chloride, we are not going to calcium chloride, we require 1 mole of soda, so we are not going to consider this reaction while calculating the amount of lime, because in the case of calcium chloride, we require 1 mole of soda. Now this soda is not required in this numerical. So the reactions that we are going to consider is calcium bicarbonate, in which 1 mole of lime is required, magnesium bicarbonate, in which 2 moles of lime are required, and magnesium chloride, in which 1 mole of lime is required. So let us now convert the magnesium bicarbonate, calcium bicarbonate and magnesium chloride, the hardness produced by these constituents, into the calcium carbonate equivalent. So magnesium bicarbonate, the amount present in our hard water sample is 144 ppm, and the multiplication factor is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate divided by molecular weight of magnesium bicarbonate, that is 146, and after calculation we get it as 98.6 ppm. Similarly, calcium bicarbonate, its presence in our hard water sample is 25 ppm, and we convert it and the answer comes out to be 15.4 ppm. Magnesium chloride, the amount present is 95 ppm and the conversion factor is 100 ppm. So now the lime requirement is molecular weight of the lime, that is 74, divided by molecular weight of calcium carbonate, that is 100. Now we have to calculate the hardness of our resulting water sample. Now since 2 moles of lime are required for magnesium bicarbonate, so we have to multiply twice into 98.6, plus 1 mole of lime is required for calcium bicarbonate, so 15.4 we are writing here, and 1 mole of lime is required for magnesium chloride, so we have to write here 100 ppm. So that means this is the hardness of the water sample, and outside the bracket, that is, this is the volume of the water to be treated, that is 50,000 liter. So the answer comes out to be 1,156,200 milligrams, that we have to convert it into kg, so it is 11.57 kg. So this is the answer to numerical number 2. Now let us come to numerical number 3. A water sample on analysis gave the following results. Calcium ions is 30 milligrams per liter, magnesium ions is 18 milligrams per liter, potassium ions is 19.5 milligrams per liter, the bicarbonate is 122 milligrams per liter, the chloride ions is 35.5 milligrams per liter, and the sulfate ions is 48 milligrams per liter. Calculate the total hardness and alkalinity present in the water sample. Also calculate the lime soda required for softening 1 liter sample of the hard water. So the total hardness we are going to calculate. It is because of the presence of the calcium ions, the magnesium ions and the bicarbonate ions, and we have to convert into calcium carbonate equivalent. So it is 30 into 100 divided by 40 plus 18 into 100 divided by 24 plus 122 into 100 divided by 122. It is coming out to be 250 ppm. So the total hardness is 250 ppm. The alkalinity is because of the presence of the bicarbonate ions, and that is 122 into 100 divided by 122. You have to convert it into calcium carbonate equivalent, and that comes out to be 100 ppm. So now let us see how much amount of lime is required. So lime required is the molecular weight of the lime divided by molecular weight of the calcium carbonate, and the hardness is because of the magnesium ions and the bicarbonate ions. So we have to convert into calcium carbonate equivalent. Now in the case of magnesium ions we require lime, and in the case of bicarbonate ions we require lime. So that into the volume of the treated water. So it is coming out to be 74 divided by 100, and this is the magnesium ions. We have to convert it into the calcium carbonate equivalent. So that is 18 into 100 divided by 24 plus the bicarbonate we have to convert into calcium carbonate equivalent. So that is coming out to be 122 into 100 divided by 122. So this is inside this bracket, and outside the bracket is the 1 liter of the hard water sample. So the answer comes out to be 129.5 milligrams. Now similarly, the soda required, we require calcium ions, the magnesium ions and minus bicarbonate ions. So this, why it is minus, because in the previous lecture, especially when we were considering the reactions in the tabular form, we found that for bicarbonate ions we require 1 mole of lime minus 1 mole of soda. So the soda required is 106, that is the molecular weight of soda is 106 divided by 100. and this you have to convert it into calcium carbonate equivalent and into the volume of the treated water, that is 1 liter. So you calculate and you find that the answer is 53 milligrams. So this is all about your numericals. You must be knowing how to solve the numericals